Guardian, that vehicle you just cored out has an ejection system.
The pilots are coming out unscathed. Rectify that.
Guardian down.
Lost a little skin there. Thanks for the save, hero. Thought I was gonna end up chilling drinks for the Imperium. Bale, hey, can you get my left leg? It's falling asleep in here.
Okay, fine. You talk like the emissary talks. It can't be the 9, and that's why it has to be. No, I'm not gonna ditch you for him. Can't you have a little faith? Knock that off. Just tell Arnor to hurry up and disable that tractor beam so we can blow this fuel depot.
Get those engines running, hero, and I'll take us out of here. We don't want to be anywhere near that dredging. One of the 9. Bale's no emissary, but one of them's still wearing him like a suit.
What is that?
Dredging Bale.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
us! It's in his nature. He has so much to teach.
He isn't the mentor you want. The Drifter left your cult long ago. I can tell you're new blood, untrained. Does Dredgenvale know you mock his name?
Not mockery. Continuity. I carry the mantle now. And I know you, Elnor. You're a Praxic warlock. You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
The more you push to keep him, the more I'm inclined to resist. You follow in the footsteps of Guardian killers. Why do you hate your own kind so much?
No more questions.
As you wish.
Guardian, you know fully well this mission is not above board. I understand the Imperium is clearly a threat, but I cannot overemphasize that my hands are tied. After the witness, don't the people deserve a moment of peace? It is our privilege to carry the mantle of this threat. Let the people live their lives. I understand your conviction, and I wish I had the power to authorize engagement on my own. But I can't. When I was younger, in the Dark Age, I was taught a path forward is often cleared with unconventional methods. Those methods...
Back to the front, Guardian.
All security requests must be directed through central processing.
Let's see what we've got for each other. Symbology it uses.
Vanguard doesn't ask nicely. We gotta get this done. Everything depends on the Vanguard.
System diagnostic complete. This is at 98.3% optimum performance. Assignment in progress.
I just want to know who's in charge.
You and Arnor make a pretty good fire team, hero. Even if you did use my face as a barricade. And now that we got that Imperium disk in hand, we're gonna need more than one hard-headed praxic to decrypt it. We're gonna need the local crime syndicates. I've got some irons in the fire with Spider for an intro. Fellow miscreants like that only respect two things: money and blood. We'll get you set up on building a reputation for yourself out here on Tharsis, gaining leverage on the local miscreants. But as the Nine weapon, there's something you gotta know first. I know I sold you on this job as a scam on the Imperium, but you heard on that ship what I've known all along. The Nine are back in the Imperium at the top. They surprised me with that junior dredging, but they're pulling his strings, too. I've had the same nightmare since Kepler. A vision that runs and smells and tastes on repeat every time I close my eyes. And in my heart, I know the threat. If I don't do it, they hurt her. Back on that ship, Bale knew me as a dredgen. Heard stories of the sad old days and wanted a close-up look. Thought that was all there was to connect us. But there's more. A couple months ago, I had this vision. Didn't know if I was cracking up or what. Because when I came to, I tasted granite, battery acid. And I knew it came from the Nine. Today, that same voice spoke through Bale. Never gonna get that taste out of my mouth. Just listen before you judge, all right? They told me.
Attend my exegesis. Eschaton is coming. I am informing you of your path because futurity dictates now is when you are informed. Little mannequin of flesh and fear, not made to see your end. The outer perspective widens. We know your binary option. We know the zero you choose. You will relinquish your insupportable burden and know peace. Join the Shadow. Raise his tools against what wrongs you. Banish the light. Save yourself from forever. Blinded, small thing. Freedom lives in the foreordained. One heart within your body. One without. Chains that bind your fate. Break them. Be free. Or the maze door opens needlessly to deep, grieved death.
Welcome to the new Mars. While the Vanguard was off fighting the good fight,
What catches your eye? Very good. Your glimmer is always welcome here.
Guardian, this is Honor. Don't respond. This is a one-way channel. Low profile, no bleed. Drifter might actually have a plan. The Imperium is scrambling, cauterizing loose ends on Mars and Venus. The data he stole has a secret that they don't want getting out. It's stored on his ghost, Blue. But it'll take time to decrypt, and tools we don't have. And it's worse. She can't speak. Spider wants to help us. He's willing to give us the ghost parts we need to repair Blue. But he wants us to track a lost courier of his in the lawless frontier in return. Convince Spider that you'll play his game.
My dear Guardian, I need you. Multiple syndicates are in conflict out here in the Expanse, killing for territory and resources. Very profitable disorder. Hazards come to the spoils, of course. I've lost contact with one of my salvage crews. If you'll track the flare, locate what that crew was carrying, I'll make sure you have the parts to help Drifter's ghost. face. Oh, apologies for the landing. Your Guardian regeneration is blocked out here on the Tharsis frontier. The Imperium's doing via their beacon tech after you escaped their flagship. I heard from the Drifter you started a riot to escape the Imperium flagship. Now there are riots with every breath of ether in the expanse. Behold, the glory of the Syndicate border wars.
Not an exaggeration. The Syndicates are the real powers here, carving up territory on the frontier.
Careful. These mechs are foot soldiers for the Tharsis Reformation. Each one possesses individual sentience. They're shrewd entrepreneurs. In time, perhaps we can get a few of them in our pocket. Find a way to leverage the Vex network.
Don't worry about taking a few of them apart. If anything, they'll be impressed with your gunplay. Only way to get respect out here.
No signs of my salvage Kindle. The flare is still active up ahead. My filters are showing residue from shock rifle impacts. Pikers took out my crew. Shame there's no Elixni solidarity here on the frontier. And still no sign of the cargo. I can't relinquish these ghost parts without it, Guardian.
Drifter's ghost is heavily modified. She's an amalgam, patched with parts from other dead ghosts. Whatever effects that modification produced makes her unique. We need her back in play.
You found my associate, Varrock. Praise the 7 stars. He can fend for himself. The cargo must be nearby. Ah, Guardian. My heart surges to see you so cherishing of my kinfolk. Do remember to secure the cargo. you have anything to do with the ruckus out here. They're a Baron Imperium unit. Closest thing to law enforcement in Tharsis. Word on the street is they're in business for themselves. Just another syndicate wearing Imperium bloomers. I've taken the liberty of installing a robust assault response aboard your jump ship. For any occasion that requires salvation from on high, it's a war zone in the expanse, I'll tell you. I marked an extraction point on your tracker. Do as my salvage kit did, and signal with an exfiltration plan. Don't worry, I won't fail you like my crew failed me. Just keep that salvage safe.
I'm pulling records on the Barrent Imperium. They must have powerful resources to have total control over Mars and Venus.
with that arrangement.
And there's our end to the syndicates. Outstanding. Without the Vanguard's help, we'll need assets wherever we can find them. Good work, Guardian.
By all 7 stars, the Expanse is flooded with transmissions. Drifter's ghost has a line on Bale.
Totality Division has spotted the false weapon, and Dredgen hopes flock in Thorses.
Lord Bale, unleash me. I long to show them what an Eclipse-powered cuirass can do.
Leave that to 6 and Nightfall Station. I need you overseeing the station's completion. Deploy your legions.
Sounds like the Imperium's looking for you. Oh, the intimate conversations is slithering to out here. Oh, wishing you many happy returns, Renegade. I'm eager to continue our friendship. You may go.
Did it work?
You doorknob! You lousy, awful, stupid, waste-of-light, bottom-feeding leech!
Hello to you, too. Did it work?
You doorknob! You lousy, awful, stupid, waste-of-light, bottom-feeding leech!
Hello to you, too.
Now you disloyal, coin-flipping, ghost-ditching, scraggly-beard two-timer! If you had a mom, she wouldn't call you! Oh, and the only time you're sincere is when you're asking for money! And your headband makes you look like a line cook!
Guardian, thank you for fixing my ghost. This is Blue. Named her because of that sunny personality.
Bite me! I need to talk to the Guardian. With my voice. That was healing. Drifter and I have a complicated relationship. Scratch that, it's not complicated. He's a flake. No, worse than a flake. He's a scoundrel. That data he stole wasn't any old data. It was plans for a superweapon. Nightfall Station. No idea on its payload. Drifter's sure the Imperium's connected to the Nine. And I think he's right. This tech, it's impossible. And that vision he showed you, it has him shook. Me too. Now he's shut away from me, from Ido, from Arno, which I get. And Eris. The one person he let in. Watch him. I gave up my voice to save the Drifter once. I'm through keeping my mouth shut.
I think you'll find our friendship agreeable. What is your Earth phrase? If we meet again?
Six didn't mince words. Someone will die if I don't follow what fate laid out for me. I gotta assume it's you. Can't lose you again.
You lose me either way. Drifter, there is no future where I stand by a Dredgen's side. I am your partner, not an obedient pet. Instead, what if I take the Nine into my own hands, seize them as I did the Hive, evert their machinations? I will glean what I can, so we may divert our prophesized extinction. I have foiled gods before. The Nine are no different.
I'll see what I can dig up on the inside. But what if they figure me out and cut me down?
Then the god of vengeance will bleed a planet.